Now, I know that Tribbie is broken and her E1 is just disgusting. No one is debating her prowess. I am simply a man of taste, and I appeal to your emotions, Captain. Also, it's because I'm greedy and stupid. Let's not forget that. Anyhow, this is more of a joke video. No need to get too serious about this one. I'm merely making this video because I am not pulling for her, but also I don't think you should pull for her if you don't like her. I think the whole point of an otaku-oriented game is to pull for whoever you like. Disclaimer: this video uses hyperbolic and reductionist arguments to prevent you from pulling. If you like Tribbie and want to pull for her because of that, feel free to skip this video. This is why you shouldn't pull for Tribbie. Number 1. She's a child. Look, y'all know this was coming. She's a child. A child. I swear to God, my patience was running thin when Genshin made me pull for Nahida, but they did it again. I have zero interest in pulling for a baby girl. No, not that baby girl. I'm always interested in those baby girls. But, I mean these baby girls.
정말이야? 정말이야? 난 너의 감정으로 나를 주시는 사람 보이지만 그 어른보다도
You know, I was never interested in these cutesy child characters to begin with, but because Genshin is literally allergic to making a child boy character playable in their games, so yeah, it's giving me major creep vibes and I don't like it. Additionally, because I play the game in Korean, I don't know why Hoyoverse keeps giving these children shrilly as hell voices, but goddamn, they are insufferable. And here's the thing, I feel like the shrilly voice thing is actually the worst in Korean. Both Japanese Nahida and Tribbie sounds a lot less awful than their Korean counterpart. You know, the type of female characters that I really like are like these characters. So I have zero interest in pulling for this baby. Number 2, she's a child, but actually not. Okay, so this is an extension of my last point, but I had to make it a separate point to drive it home. I hate these I am 1,000 years old, but in a body of a baby archetype so much. Now, I don't know how old Tribbie is, but she's significantly older than what she looks like, right? And I just hate it. You know, I've been an otaku for years now, so I know that these archetypes shouldn't be taken literally, well, sometimes, because they can be utilized to juxtapose their childish looks to their infinite wisdom. And it creates a gap moe of some sort, and it's a compelling writing choice, I guess. But regardless, I hate it because I feel like there are better ways to showcase this than just literally having a baby be like 1,000 years old. So, yeah. Number 3, have you considered that skipping OP characters can be a good thing? 2000 IQ move. So, we must ask the fundamental question. Why are you pulling for Tribbie anyways? Are you struggling to clear the endgame? And if so, then what? I couldn't clear a couple game modes like 2 or 3 times in the 2 years I've been playing this game. But the world did not end. I enjoyed my time trying to clear it and coming up with pretty creative and unconventional strategies. Like Super Break Pela. If you want to see me clear this MOC 11 and 12 with Super Break Pela, I'll link it in the card above. Anywho, I think not pulling for OP characters, if I don't like them, has made me think outside the box, and I've really enjoyed trying to find a good team that works. This is a strategy game, after all. Not having the most broken character can be a good gameplay choice. Limitations and difficulty are what make games fun. Additionally, if I pulled for all OP characters, then I would have never given Luca the time of the day. When Aventurine was introduced as a boss in MOC, I got my butt kicked multiple times, but saw a content creator use Luca to annihilate him. That really motivated me to learn his mechanics and build him. Would I have done that if I had some other physical DPS that could easily kill a Ventrine? Probably not. Now, Luca is a core part of my team that helps me clear hard bosses with physical weaknesses. Maybe it is time for you to stop pulling for OP characters and explore some of your unused characters. Also, just letting you know that my absolute favorite character is Jing Yuan, and he will be massively buffed by Tribbie and her E1. I am still deciding not to pull on them because I don't like Tribbie. Same thing for Sparkle and Robin. I didn't like Sparkle, I skipped her. I didn't like Robin, I skipped her. I'm not just telling you to skip her because it's funny or for the lols. I actually don't pull these characters and I actually commit to it. My account does not have Robin and will never have Robin. Okay? And my account will never have Tribbie and her E1. I think it's counterproductive for me to pull a character that I actively dislike because this is a gacha waifu game. Like, no thank you. Number 4, a character having a great E1 baits you into spending more than you intended. Imagine this. You weren't really interested in Tribbie to begin with, but people keep telling you she's broken and her E1 is actually disgustingly powerful. And then you start to feel the FOMO get to you. You feel like you have to pull for Tribbie or your account is bricked. So you use all of your jades to get Tribbie E0S0. But see, everyone who isn't quote-unquote greedy and stupid will probably get her E1 too, because it's that broken. Now you get sad about your low investment Tribbie and how she's not as powerful as her E1, and then you want to pull for her E1 now, but you don't have any jades left over, so you top up and spend away. This is how Hoyoverse gets you. Don't fall for it, okay? Number 5. Let's not forget, there are like a truckload of upcoming characters. I know that a lot of you are waiting for Castoris to be released. Do you think it's the best time to blow all of your jades on a child when Castoris is waiting for you? I thought not. What if Castoris really wants her signature light cone or E1 or E2? You should prepare for that. What if she really wants Anaxa or I don't know, Hyacinth or whatever upcoming characters to make her function well? This is a totally reasonable assumption to make since this is what happened with Aglaya. Now that's just Castoris. I think I have to remind y'all of all the upcoming characters every single time because some of y'all have worse ADHD than me. There are a bunch of characters that haven't even been drip marketed yet. On top of Tribbie, Maide, Anaxa, Castoris, Hyacinth, Phynon, Cypher, and Cyrene, the Amphorius Saga of Heroes trailer shows 4 more characters with only their silhouettes. So there's a truckload of new characters coming. And we also know that the Fate Stay Night collaboration is coming up too, and those characters will probably never come back because collab characters, it's a little bit more difficult for them to bring back because there's issues with copyright and they have to work with the company to make sure it's able to rerun, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there are way too many characters, okay? And if we calculate that we get roughly 80 pulls per patch, in the entirety of 3.x patches, you will get around 640 pulls. Assuming you lose the 50-50 every single time, that's only 4 guaranteed limited 5-star characters. You might say that that's unlikely, but I've lost my 50-50 like 7 to 8 times in a row in Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. So yeah, it's not as unlikely as you think. Your pulls are limited, you can't be pulling on characters willy-nilly. Really think about if Tribbie is the right call for you right now. And lastly, point number 6. I realize that this might sound a little bit victim blamey, so I'm just gonna put a disclaimer saying that it's all Hoyoverse's fault, okay? Like, they are the big baddie. I'm not white knighting for a billion-dollar company, right? But at the same time, whenever these broken characters get released, I get a little bit frustrated with the community response of her being a must pull, or if you're gonna spend your jades, invest in her, blah, 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 right? And the problem is that I feel like whenever Horrorverse releases a broken character, people investing their jades and even real money on the banner because they're broken, it sort of gives positive reinforcement to Hoyoverse that this sort of behavior is okay. And I actually despise that sometimes. I'm not blaming people for pulling on a mega powerful character, but I feel like if a really broken character got released and literally no one pulled for them because they were afraid of the power creep and they realized that this is absolutely a bad precedent for the game, then the game developers would really not do that and, balance their game better, right? But I know that's not going to happen. So it's a little bit of a frustration on my end. And one of the reasons why I skip these like broken characters is because I'm telling the game, hey, don't do this. Okay? I'm not going to spend my jades on a character that literally breaks the game. And if you agree with this sentiment of mine, this could be the reason that you need to not pull for Tribbie and her E1. Anyways, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be responsible with your pulls, okay? Stay healthy, drink water, don't pull for Tribbie, and have a fantastic day. Love y'all. Bye.